What's up guys, it's Jance again and I'm back with another video. So in today's video I will be sharing with you guys some tips for what to do when business is slow. So I get a lot of emails and comments and DMs asking me what to do when the sales aren't coming in. I know a lot of you have either just launched your business or maybe you launched it, recently, and you may have gotten a few sales when you first launched, but then business just kind of died down and you're like, what the heck? So hopefully in today's video, I'll be able to share some tips with you guys that will help your business to pick up a bit. But before we start this video, I want you to click the subscribe button below, like, comment, let me know what you want to see in the next video because I love to take you guys' suggestions. I want to make videos that are helpful to you all. So please help me so that I can help you. And if you're interested in this topic, please stay tuned.
Okay guys, so before I start, I want to be completely 100% honest with you guys. The truth of the matter is, when it comes to running a business, especially a boutique, sometimes it's going to take some time, quite some time, for you to cut yourself a check or for you to make back the money that you put into the business in the first place. It's just the truth of the situation. It's a tough world out there, and it's even tougher when you're trying to sell merchandise, and it's even tougher when there are tons of other boutiques and shops selling the same merchandise. So you are going to have to work so hard to sell your merchandise, to build your brand, and to get it in front of consumers. But you cannot rely on solely placing your merchandise on an online e-commerce platform or even relying on Facebook and Instagram to build your business and for it to succeed. It's going to take hard work, dedication, sometimes even more money than you thought you were going to have to put into it in order for you to make something back out of it. And that's just the truth of the matter. I want to be completely honest with you guys. But it's not impossible for you to succeed out here, and that's why I'm here to help you guys. So let's get into these tips. Okay.
Alright, so my first tip is going to sound crazy to some of you, I'm sure, but it works. Especially if you have a good enough or a reasonable amount of followers. So my first tip is to ask your customers and your followers what they want. So in my experience, I have found that people like to be heard, they want to feel like their opinions matter, and they will shop more when you buy exactly what they want you to buy. So I'm not saying to completely do away with what the style of your boutique is or anything along those lines, but ask your customers what it is that they like or what they would like you to carry and sell in your boutique. Now, there may be times where you ask a question such as, what do you guys not like? Which is something I like to do. And that may frighten you because they may tell you that what they don't like is exactly what you're selling. But guess what? It's better for you to find that out at the beginning stages than to keep buying those same things, not getting sales, thinking that one day you're going to be able to sell this merchandise when you could have just asked in the first place and they could have told you this is not what we want, sis or bro, and done away with it, and then asked them what they would like to see and figured it out and bought what they would like to see. So my first suggestion is that you ask your customers, your followers, what they would like to see. I like to ask these questions in my posts on Facebook and Instagram, in stories. Also, another tip to go along with this is to put up pictures of items before you purchase them from the wholesalers. So I know there is this stigma, that's not the right word, I'm sure, but this thought that you don't want to put the picture up before you bought it because you're scared somebody else or some other boutique is going to buy this merchandise. So what? There are tons of boutiques out there selling that same merchandise. So put the picture up of the item before you even purchase it, so don't waste your money, and say, hey guys, what do you think about this style? Would you guys buy it? Put up a poll. Instagram lets you take polls, Facebook lets you take polls. Put up a poll and let people say yes or no if they're going to buy it, if they would be interested in buying it. You've saved money, you've saved time, okay? They're going to tell you whether they like it, whether they don't. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of times, if they say they like it, say that you should buy it, they will probably purchase it from you. So ask your customers. All right, so my next tip is to create new content and market it well. So I know a lot of people may think, I launched a boutique and I mentioned it in my Facebook post, and I created a business Facebook page, and I created an Instagram business page, and the sales are just going to come. People are going to find me. I'm using my hashtags. It's going to work. No, I'm sorry to tell you, that's not what's going to make sales come. Now, if you're super popular, you already had a really great following, you launched your business and grew your following to thousands of people, then that may work for you, the hashtags and all that whatnot. But if your following is still relatively small, you're going to have to find new and creative ways to get your brand out there and to display your merchandise to the world. So some of those ways that you can do that would be to create a blog. You may say, oh my God, Jance, I'm not a writer. I didn't envision myself writing or blogging, but blogging works. So some of the things that you can blog about are how to style a particular set of items from your boutique, show how they can mix and match with one another. You can do a spring lookbook, a summer lookbook, a winter lookbook, and you're basically just going to talk your customers through the inspiration behind the outfits or the items and how they're going to style it. Very simple. There are tons of different topics that you can blog about, and sometimes your blogs don't even have to be in relation to your boutique. You can find topics that are surrounding your community. You could interview someone, something along those lines that will still be putting your brand out there, and people are going to be like, oh hey, like, what's this about? Let me check out this site, and lo and behold, they didn't even know it was actually a boutique. So blog.
So here's a look at my jobs blog. As you can see, we don't always share product related photos. If you've used search engine optimization when writing these posts, then your site may pop up in the search results for people who weren't even looking to shop. Guess what? They found you. For example, if someone were to search for one of the people that we interviewed on Google, our blog may pop up. So now they've not only found the person they were looking for, but they found a new business to shop with.
Another thing that you can do is create videos. You may be thinking, Jance, I'm not a video editor. It's fine. There are tons of apps, free apps that you can use. If you've seen my business tools video, I think I mentioned a couple of them in that video, but there are tons of apps that you guys can use to create very quick and simple videos. And I've also found out that Instagram and Facebook, they prioritize videos versus photos in their algorithm. So when you are creating and putting out videos, Facebook and Instagram are going to prioritize that type of content and make sure that it is seen throughout people's timelines. So create videos whenever you can. Your pop-ups on your website, you can change those. They can be more seasonal, an exclusive item, something new that you have just received. You should have a pop-up on your website. If you don't, and that pop-up does not always have to offer a discount of any sort, so please don't feel like you have to, although those can be helpful. But there's tons of other types of content that you guys can put out there besides just posting photos of your merchandise all the time. All right, so sometimes in order to increase your sales, you have to reframe your focus and eliminate the thought of trying to make sales. So sometimes it's good to reframe your mind and focus on email marketing and also driving traffic to your website. And there's a multitude of ways that you can drive traffic to your website. And I'm going to mention a few of those ways as we go throughout this video. But one of those ways is to have a contest of sorts. Now, I know a lot of people think that a contest has to be you giving something away for free or something like that, or giving a discount. It doesn't have to be that. There are tons of different things that you can do in regards to contests. And me in particular, I like to run contests that will build up my email list. So I will encourage people to sign up for our email list in order to be entered into future contests and giveaways. And then the giveaway itself, you don't actually have to tell them what the giveaway is or what the contest is or anything like that. If you do want to engage within a contest or a giveaway or something along those lines, it could be something very small. You can give away virtual Starbucks cards. I don't know why, but like those types of giveaways are like big. Like I don't know if people search like hashtags for like Starbucks giveaways or what, but like that people are all over those things, and those are things that are relatively cheap. But if you're going to run a contest, I recommend that you do one that will drive traffic to your website and that will build your overall email list. And it may not generate any sales for you immediately, but the idea is for you to build your email list up so far that you have all these people that you can market to in the future. So don't focus on the sales just yet. Focus on building the list of people that you can potentially sell to. As far as email marketing, if you guys are using Shopify, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are, and basically any e-commerce platform, but make sure that you have a platform that allows you to implement email marketing. I personally use MailerLite, and I'll attach a link to their website below, but this platform allows you to build very beautiful email marketing campaigns, and it allows you to build your email list and segment who a certain email is going to go to, and schedule them to post automatically and all types of things. So I highly recommend you getting an email marketing system. I prefer MailerLite. Email marketing. Also, in reference to content creation, so also pay attention to the types of photos that you've been posting. So go back and look at your Instagram page and pay attention to the types of photos that you've been posting. So if all of your photos have been flat lays, maybe flat lays are not what's going to sell your merchandise, and you need to switch it up. You need to post photos of a model or yourself wearing this merchandise, or post pictures of these items on a mannequin, hanging from a hanger on the wall. I personally, from my retail experience, I've learned that an item can look totally different on a body than it does laying flat or folded or on a hanger. So sometimes you have to switch up the way you are displaying the merchandise. Do not rely on what you think will work or what you think looks good. Switch it up if you notice that it's not working. If you're not generating any sales from your Instagram page, from a particular post from your social media, then you need to switch it up. Okay, so here's another one that my introverted friends may not like. You need to host an event. Pop-up shops are the thing these days. I know some businesses that solely run their businesses off of hosting pop-up shops. They have an online site, but the majority of the sales that they make are from pop-up shops. And it's really easy to host one. It's as simple as going onto Eventbrite and looking up markets that are happening in your town or your city or whatever. Just looking for different events that are occurring within your area and just contacting that person to see if you could set up a little booth. That's it. It's simple. Other event hosts love having something else that may draw the attention of a bigger crowd. So don't limit yourself to just believing that you will make these sales online. Sometimes you actually have to get out there, put your face out there, and go get the money. Get to the money. The money is not going to come sometimes. You got to go get it. Also, post on your personal Facebook and Instagram and things like that you're looking for potential co-hosts for a pop-up shop, or you're looking for different shows or markets or whatever, and you would be interested in setting up a booth. Sometimes these booths cost money, but the cost of them will vary. Some of them will be free, but you'll never know unless you ask. So make sure you let it be known that you're interested in hosting a pop-up shop. All right, so next, another thing that you can do is edit the product photos and descriptions on your website. So sometimes it could be, you may notice that you're getting tons of traffic to your website, but there are no sales happening. Like, you're like, what the heck? Like, people are getting here, why aren't they buying anything? Sometimes it's because of the way your merchandise has been photographed. So I know there's a ton of people out there who may use the same photos from the vendor that they bought that merchandise from. That works for some people, it doesn't work for other people. And if you notice that the sales just aren't coming, then maybe you need to take your own photographs. You may need to put that dress on, sis, put that shirt on, put that skirt on, and show them what you're working with, honey. Or get your sister, your cousin, your mama, somebody to put those items on and let you snap a photo and upload it. Because sometimes people want to see these items on real bodies. I'm sorry, but the model that's wearing that item from the vendor, she's probably 5'9", and she's all of 120 pounds, and that is not the average American out here, okay? So I'm sorry to tell you, you may have to put those items on your own body and get out here and post your picture on your site to sell your merchandise. I'm sorry, you just may have to do that. You might also need to edit the descriptions of those items. So I personally just like to take the whole description that the vendor gave to me in the first place. Whatever that invoice says is what's going in the description bar next to that item. I'm very lazy, and that's what's gonna happen. But sometimes it's just not enough of a description, or maybe it just doesn't describe the item exactly as it is, and you may have to edit it. So prepare to edit it. Sometimes you may need to include the dimensions of that item, so get yourself a tape measure, the little cheapy kind. Don't go buy no big industrial one. And you may need to measure the length of this item and the width of it and the inseam and the crotch, and I don't know, you might have to edit some things. So prepare yourself to do that, especially if the sales are not coming. Edit. Alright guys, so this next tip is another one that you may not like, but you may need to become the face of your brand. So I'm sure I've said it before, but people resonate with people. They want to see the face behind the brand. They want to know who owns this situation. Okay, cool, you sell shirts and you sell skirts and you sell bottoms, but who are you? Who's selling this merchandise to me? Who are you? Where are you from? What do you do? Why do you do what you do? Why are you selling me this merchandise? Who are you? So you may have to put your best selfie face on and get up out there on your Instagram, your Facebook, and say, hi, my name is so-and-so. I created this brand back in 2015, and this is why. Make a video, put it in your stories. Hi, I'm so-and-so, the owner of blah, blah, blah. Thank you guys so much for supporting and shopping. And it could be so quick, something so simple. But do it often. Not often, but every so often. It's nice to see a face in the midst of all those flat lays, personally. I think most consumers think that way, personally. You may remember, if you've seen my webinar, I talked about your email addresses. So, I recommend that you have a professional one, info@yourboutique.com or help@yourboutique.com. And you may remember me saying, no one wants to receive an email from jasmine@gmail.com, because it's like, who is Jasmine? I don't know anything about a Jasmine, like I ordered from this boutique. No. So it's also nice to put your name into the name of your business. So for instance, my email for my consulting and all of that stuff is jans@janscharte.com. Now granted, my business name has my name in it, but because they are contacting me, the beginning of my email says jans@janscharte.com. So sometimes put your email out there. Make sure that you have an email that is connected to your brand that people can reach you at, because sometimes people want to just ask a question and they want to ask it directly to you as the owner. So I recommend putting your face out there a couple times here and there. Doesn't have to be anything major. You don't have to make a full-blown video of yourself, although you can. I'm that type of person, but become the face of your brand. Like, it's yours. Be proud. Put your face out there. Another tip, guys, is please do not rely on discounts and promotions to bring sales to you. If you have planned your sales and your profit margins and things like that properly, you should have a goal in mind as far as how much money you plan to make off of your merchandise. You should have a plan in place as to how quickly you would like to sell this merchandise. Don't jeopardize the plans that you set in place because you're upset that sales aren't coming and you decide to make a split-second decision to discount everything in your site to 50% off, and now you're not making anywhere near the profit that you intended to make. Don't sabotage your business like that. You may remember from my webinar, I think in my webinar, I'm not sure. Anyway, I said, and I heard this at a seminar that I attended, but he said, discounting is lazy marketing. And it's so true. Like that is what businesses do, especially businesses that are selling merchandise. They discount things when things aren't flying off the shelves. They run a huge store-wide sale thinking that that's going to generate more sales, and it may, but then when they look at the overall picture, they didn't really make any money. They didn't really make a profit there. It didn't make sense for them to have done that. So if you are going to run a promotion or a discount, plan out what the discount is going to be, how much the profit margin is going to be with you discounting that merchandise, how long the discount is going to last for, what you're going to discount, because you don't have to discount everything. Discount something that you've had for quite some time. Discount something that may be super pricey and maybe you priced it well above your intended profit margin. Don't go discounting the whole shebang. Don't do that. Don't jeopardize your business like that, okay? All right, so my last tip is hire a professional. Me. Or anyone else, not just me. So, sometimes you may have just tried everything and it's just not working, and maybe you just need a second set of eyes or a second opinion as to what you could do next or what you could try next. If you guys have watched my previous videos, you know that I offer consultations. You can click the link below in the description bar to schedule a consultation. I offer both 30-minute and 60-minute consultations, and basically in this consultation you can ask me whatever questions you would like to ask. I'll give you some advice, some tips, whatever I can to help your business succeed. If you need vendors that may match your business needs, I am open to provide those to you. But I may not be the best fit for you. Maybe you need someone who is capable of helping you with your social media presence, and I will leave a link in the description bar as well for a girl who I went to school with. She actually runs a social media advertising agency and she's amazing. I highly recommend her. So maybe you need someone to help you with your social media. I am not a social media specialist. I'm great at my own social media, not everybody else's. So hire a professional. Sometimes you just need that extra bit of help. And again, you need to think of it as investing in your business and knowing that you are going to get a great return on your investment. So hire a professional to help you out if you have, you've resorted to everything and nothing has worked. All right, guys. So I think that's all my tips. I wrote them down. So I hope you guys learned something in this video. It was very impromptu because I realized I was behind on my videos. So I decided to make this one for you guys. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions for a video that you would like me to make next. And make sure you subscribe and like and comment and hit the bell to get notifications whenever I upload new videos. And that's it for this one. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.